So anyway, the Monty Hall problem is a wonderful little math problem that like has befuddled mathematicians actually for quite a while. But if you stop and think about it, it makes a lot of sense. So anyway, back in the day, Monty Hall did a show. It was called Let's Make a Deal. And in Let's Make a Deal, people would dress up in silly costumes, and Monty would run around to different people, and he'd randomly choose people from the audience, and he'd talk to them, and he'd be like, "All right, there are three doors in front of you. All right, so behind one of these doors is a wonderful prize. Behind the other two is nothing, or of nothing of any value." And so Monty Hall would let you choose which door you would get. And so, you think, okay, there's three doors, Monty has three doors here, and there's only one prize. So obviously, each one of these is a 33% chance of winning. So it's 1 in 3. You have a 1 in 3 chance of winning. And so, that makes sense. There's like three items here, so it's a 33% chance of winning. Um, but Monty Hall had a bit, and the bit changes these numbers. And the bit was, okay, you would pick your door. You'd be like, oh, it is definitely, that's where the prize is. That's the door I am choosing. And so you have a 33% chance because you got a 1 out of 3 doors. So you tell Monty, okay, I want door number 1. Now Monty is a good fellow, but he's also a bit of a cheat. He likes to do the same gag every time. So what he'll do is he'll be like, okay, you chose that door. That's pretty nice. Now let me randomly, but it was never randomly. He knew exactly what was going on. But he would say, okay, I'm going to choose a door. Let's see what's behind door number 3. And so door number 3 would open up, and it would be something silly. It'd be like a dented bumper or a goat in a hat, or like a guy in a gorilla costume eating bananas or something, and be like, wah, wah, wah. Yeah. And everybody'd have a good laugh and whatnot. And then he'd go, okay, now, we know it's not this door. That's the door with the guy in the gorilla suit. But you have your door. Did you want to switch over to this other one? And now, most people are thinking, it's a 33% chance. My odds aren't going to really get any better. But then there's also the people would like suppose that, wait, my original chance was 33%. Now that there's only 2 doors, my chance is 50% if I switch doors. But this in itself is also another logical fallacy. So it's not 33%, it's not 30%. The reason is because of Monty Hall. Now, Monty Hall, that clever little bugger, again, he gives you 3 doors. And Monty, well, like, again, you choose the first one, and you had a 33% chance of being right. But Monty Hall loves his gag. He loves it. He loves opening the door and showing everybody what a silly thing. And he's going to do that every time. So in order to do the gag, he has to know what is behind both doors. So Monty Hall is going to look at both of these doors. He's going to see them both, look behind them, and then pick one that is not a winner. And he's going to set off there. So while you had a 1 in 3 chance, Monty had a 66% chance of possibly getting a winning door behind one of these. And Monty is always going to get rid of a losing door. Yeah. So he's always going to go, oh, that was a losing door. So now, do you stick with your original chance? Your original chance was 33%. And the second door that Monty chose has a 66% chance of being correct because Monty chose to know what's behind both doors and got rid of a non-winning one. So, if you're ever in a Monty Hall type of situation, you always want to switch your answer. And when he goes, do you want to switch doors? You go, heck yeah, because your original is a 33% chance of being right. If you switch doors, you have a 66% chance of being right. Okay. And so like the easiest way to do that is to all of a sudden do it with 10 doors. Just kind of make it a little bit longer, more impossible. But this is what Monty Hall is doing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So this is such a great gag. Monty Hall, now we'll do like a little in theory type of thing. Such a great gag. Monty Hall wants to do an entire episode of nothing but opening doors. So he gives you a chance. Okay, a 1 in 10 chance. You choose your door. You have a 10% chance of winning. But Monty Hall loves that joke. Man, he loves it. He's going to do it on all of these doors. So here he has all these doors, and he can look behind all the rest of them. So Monty has a 90% chance of knowing what's behind these doors, of getting the right door. And so he's going to open up all of them except one. And all of these are going to be losers. And he's going to have a good joke. And he's going to have a nice little something funny behind each one that we can laugh. And we can do an entire episode of opening doors. But in the end, he's going to offer you the chance. Do you want to switch doors? Now, when you first picked your door, you only had a 10% chance. But now that Monty has gone through and opened all the other ones except this one, you know that Monty had a 90% chance of being right or having the right door. So you definitely want to switch over and take Monty's door. And so that's the Monty Hall problem.
Dear, dear, don't fret, one choice yet, solve the test, heart's beat set. Dear, dear, don't fear, choose the right gear. Monty Hall.